Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another speed build. Today's speed build is not actually inspired by anything I found on Zillow. So this is not one of my inspired by a certain state. Instead, I was thinking that it would be fun to imagine a young family just kind of starting out but slightly established. So I gave them a budget for 30,000 simoleons to give them, not quite a starter home, but not quite, established home either. They're just starting out. The dad is a soccer player and the mom is a stay-at-home mom for their very young toddler that, think of it like the baby just aged up. So super young toddler. And I wanted to do a house for that. They're moving because they want to give their toddler a little bit more room. And I thought it was a super cute idea. I like how this house came out. I am slowly, ever so slowly, getting more comfortable with roofs. And I'm really proud of that. Like, I did that pull through thing so that they have a covering over the balcony I gave the parents' room. And I do enjoy how the overall look and aesthetic came out. I needed to make sure that there were a few things that we had in the house. One was a home gym. He's a soccer player. He needed to make sure that he has the place to exercise so that he can do all of the things that he needs to do for his job. And the other thing I needed to make sure that we had was plenty of skill building items for the toddler. I end up that little room underneath the patio, or the deck, or whatever you call those things, is the toddler room. And I think it's so cute. I even gave them a high chair. And can I just tell you how much I despise high chairs in The Sims? Not because it's not a cute idea, and I would be really irritated if we didn't have that, because it's something that's realistic to real life. So I do think we need to have it, but just how the Sims interact with high chairs is awful. Like, it takes 40 minutes to get the kid into the high chair. Like, So I just end up feeding the kid on the ground. And do it that way because, it is too much of a pain to truly use a high chair in gameplay, personally speaking. And I also don't see anybody doing the 100 baby challenge with a high chair and actually using it. So there's that. I hate the gameplay around the high chairs just because it doesn't feel like it works. So whatever. That's my little pet peeve here. So you see me now kind of making the parents' room and the little home gym area, and I enjoy how that came out. He has a couple of items to work out with, which he will need in his endeavor to be a fantastic soccer player. And I don't know, for 30K, including the lot, I think that really, I did a lot with 30K, I feel like. The mom even has a computer to do her thing, so maybe if she wants, as the kid grows, she can get a maybe work on programming or start writing or doing something like that. There's a couple places to plant things and just to rest and relax up on this patio. And this house came out so good. I love it so much. Excuse me. I'm not going to re-record for a sneeze. So, we're all just going to live with the fact that I just sneezed. Anyway, it's been so dark and gray lately that I have a candle going right now. And can I just tell you, I have found out that there are things that can use electricity to start fires. I have an electric lighter now. Like not a little gas lighter. It's electric. I have to charge this thing, which is kind of crazy to me. And to see how it works, it kind of reminds me of those Tesla coil things that have the lightning bounce around it. And it's really cool. Like, it's mildly terrifying. Like, how do I make sure this thing doesn't just, up and turn on? But that's okay. I have a candle that smells like a bakery, which, okay, y'all, listen, I learned this thing. So have you seen the things on Instagram or TikTok or wherever where they blow out a candle and they immediately turn on a lighter and then the candle lights itself again? Okay, so apparently the wick absorbs the wax just a little bit. And this is why candles don't typically smoke. So it's the wax that is burning around the wick, and the wax particles, when you blow out the candle, that's the smoke that's in the smoke that happens when you blow out your candle. And then if you turn on the flame so that you can relight it and it catches that, it'll go back and relight your candle for you. Because of those wax particles, because it's the wax particles that burn, apparently. I learned so much because Hank Green mentioned this on Instagram, and I'm like, what? I learned so much from Hank Green. Did y'all know that there was a molasses pipeline that burst at some point out in the Pacific Ocean? I didn't even know that molasses traveled from point A to point B via pipeline. But it did. And, yes. It burst, and apparently molasses bursting into the ocean is just as bad as an oil spill. All of the things that I didn't know, that I could know, but I didn't know. That is just insanity to me, to think that we had a pipeline for molasses. I don't know why I find that fascinating, but I do. And I felt like y'all needed to know that we had a molasses pipeline spill at some point. I don't know when, but we had a molasses pipeline spill. What? Just molasses. You don't think of molasses and think, oh yeah, it travels by pipeline. That is honestly one of my most fun facts I've ever found out. And again, because of Hank Green. I learned that on his podcast. What is it? Tangents? SciShow Tangents? I think that's the podcast. And basically it is about science and science facts. And the whole purpose of the show is to I don't know, talk about science. How is that for a business model? They're not interested. I mean, they have to make money somehow, but their whole business model isn't sell products. No, it's let's be smart and encourage other people to be smart. and interest other people in being smart. I find that amazing. And that's like his whole spiel. He has numerous channels. Crash Course on YouTube is honestly the best thing in the world, personally speaking. Anyway, got off on just complete tangents. The screenshots are about to pop up, so I am going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this speed build, and please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.